All right, so there's some big news going on. Cody ended up somehow getting us a dyno day this Sunday. I wasn't sure if my parts were gonna come in. Well, I wasn't sure if my parts were gonna come in. That new map sensor that I was talking about last time, guess what I just got a notification of? Map sensor delivery. So let's see if they lied or not. Going to the mailbox. Oh, sweet mother of Jeebus. It's here. Some other fun stuff. Corey Hove, Alba Racing. This is it. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure that this little piece right there, that little guy right there, costs more than my turbo. But if it works, it freaking works. Because my turbo is just an Amazon special deal. But actually, I think my turbo was 150 bucks. This is $134 for this little guy. And they said this will work. And unfortunately, I just tore my whole turbo apart to make some changes. But it'll go back together really good. So I'm raising the turbo up just a little bit from where it initially was. It was a little low. And I had one guy message, he's like, you might have some issues with the oil. I was like, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Well, we saw what happened, and it did. You guys didn't see what happened, but it was burning off a little bit of oil. So I'm thinking what was happening is the bottom of the turbo wasn't high enough to go into that drain, and so the pressure was, instead of pushing the oil through, it was blowing out the turbo seals. That is my guess. However, I figured if I move the turbo up a little bit anyway, it's gonna make my life a little easier as far as placement and plumbing and stuff like that. So I'm moving it up, and actually I'm gonna move it back over, like over the top of the header a little bit more is my plan. We'll see how it works out. Stay tuned. You wanna try again?
Welcome to Reckless Ridge.
Woo! All right, we've made some headway. So I changed a few things on the turbo kit. Nothing, like I didn't change a ton of stuff, but look, so I wanted to route all the tubing on the inside of these frame rails. The intake, this is just like one piece of 3-inch I had laying around. And so I set it kind of like that. I think it looks kind of cool. That may come up further in there, maybe. I'm not sure, something else. But as far as like dyno tuning and stuff, should be good. I also took this piece, that's the electronic boost gauge, teed that in. I put this fitting right here, and then put this to the blow-off valve, which should be perfect. So that'll be a lot more direct than how it was. It should be fine. I think the last thing is, oh yes, so this was the other thing I did. I raised this up. So hopefully, I don't know if the guy's watching that was telling me that I should do that, but I did. I raised it up, made that a little taller. My TIG welds aren't getting too bad, huh? I don't know if you can see them, it's probably a little dark. And then that way, hopefully this line drains a bit better. I don't like how long this is. I wish I could make that smaller, but I'm just gonna have to zip tie it into a circle. If someone knows, this little fitting has like a tiny, tiny little orifice in it. And if you guys know how much, like if I should drill that out and let the oil flow better, or if that's fine, I don't know. For these buggies at least, it seems minuscule. I would think the turbo would overheat with only getting that amount of oil. But I fashioned a spring for the external blow-off or external wastegate. I cut and re-welded this so it faces down instead of blowing into the end link there. Last things really is like getting the exhaust fixed. I've got to extend it and make it go over further, because we are a little bit higher, a little bit different. It's right there, and I'm pretty stoked. So what I'm gonna do right now is put in that new mass air pressure sensor, that map sensor, the 3-bar one from Alba. And I was wrong on the last video. So I went back and looked at what Nate was saying. He said it's the rear of the two, which would be this one. So I got to replace this one with what they gave me, and it should run theoretically. So screw the exhaust, probably. I'll probably go take it for a little drive. I know Emma wants to, but hang out, we'll see what happens. This is gonna be noisy because this is just pure turbo. There's no exhaust on it, even though it's just sitting here. But start it up and see what everything looks like. See if it actually freaking idles. Should be doubtful.
Start that buggy.
That's one last thing that's not wired up yet, but we're gonna go drive it out here and see what happens after I take this out.
Silly daddy.
So, I'm pretty sure we just boosted, and it didn't die, which is leading me to believe that that might actually be working. I'm actually gonna back this in. You guys don't need to know that. All right, we are complete. It runs, it does drive. Do a little photo montage, let you hear it. It's kind of strange, you can't, from what I can tell, you can't hear the turbo noise that much when you're a bystander. When you're driving, that's like about all you can hear, is you can hear the engine or the exhaust and stuff, but the blow off valve and the turbo and everything, you can hear it like crazy. So I'm almost thinking I need a quieter exhaust so we can hear more turbo noises. Here you go. We'll see you guys.
I'm waking up at like 11 in the morning, playing by the rules, yo, it's just so boring. I'm eating Captain Crunch for lunch, do I got issues? Yeah, man, I got a bunch. Like late night fist fights, half pints and dirt bikes. Yo, I love them all, so they label me an outlaw. But I still...
All right, what do you think? We have a dyno day, and we're gonna see what kind of numbers it puts down. Like I said, I'm not so certain that it's gonna do amazingly well, but yeah, we got to figure out, got a baseline and then go from there. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how it sounds. Should I make the exhaust quieter or what? What's the plan? We'll see you next time.
It's all about some people and one.
Cut.